elegant weapon for a more civilized age.
I loved revisiting Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. This movie is a classic for a reason, and even after rewatching it in 2024, I think it still holds up today. I'm a big fan of sci-fi, and I think a big reason for that is really cool settings in sci-fi movies. Although I feel like sci-fi movies today try to be more tame in this aspect, sci-fi films in the 70s and 80s took this to a whole new level, having crazy, bizarre sets and costumes that, although sometimes goofy in today's standards, really help establish the bizarreness and differences in these worlds. My two favorite examples of this in A New Hope are the Cantina and Inside the Death Star. Despite these settings being made in the 70s, Disney still uses these sets as baselines for designs in its new movies, and for good reason. The Cantina location is iconic, and Ron Cobb, Rick Bake, Ralph McQuarrie, and John Mullo did an excellent job at creating a perfect mix of Western saloon and weird sci-fi vibes. These shots made in Jerba, Tunisia, became the staple of many future scenes on Tatooine. The Death Star is also an interesting one. Inspired by the satellite Telestar and art by John Berkeley, the non-moon space station is at peak sci-fi within Star Wars, being exaggerated yet believable fiction inspired by our own technological advances and cultural events. The inside reflects the idea of a large, scary evil, having very rigid and dark interiors. This is opposed to other ship interiors of its time, such as the USS Enterprise, which is more light and round in its design. This Death Star design set precedent for future Star Wars ship interiors, and further helps create the image of power and fear that these large ships produce. And I'm not alone in this opinion. Critics, students, and fans alike still flock to A New Hope for its quality pioneering visual effects and scenes. For example, on a CBR article by journalist Nate Reeves, he lists Star Wars visual effects are convincing enough to stand proudly in the modern day, as number 2 on his top 10 things that hold up to A New Hope. Quote, "Watching a land speeder glide gracefully across the desert was jaw-dropping for a 1977 audience. The expertise these sequences were executed with ensures that the audience's immersion is never broken, even when the film is viewed today." A Google review from fan Kyle Van Steelen states, quote, "From the miniatures to the palpable product design to the CGI, not only that the special effects are groundbreaking, but they are also incredibly convincing and striking in detail, even by today's standards. They really hold up so well." However, this isn't everyone's opinion. On subreddit r/Star Wars, a user going by the name Kerrigan made a bold claim that they wouldn't be disappointed if A New Hope came out in the modern day. Many users, including a user by the name Swarley133, disagree with this statement. I guess that makes sense when, comparing A New Hope to new sci-fi movies such as Dune and even new Star Wars films. However, I can see where Kerrigan is coming from. Although not 2024 quality, I believe with better film technology that the costuming and sets built within A New Hope would hold up excellently. We see evidence of this with reused designs, locations, and costumes in some of the new Star Wars content, all heavily inspired and very close to the originals. Overall, I believe that the sets in A New Hope hold up very well, even in today's standards. This is evident in the way that the movie from 1977 is still inspiring fans and filmmakers alike with its desert landscapes, bustling cantinas, and dark ship corridors. Thank you so much for watching. For more videos and to check out our live streams here on Blue Skies Are Gray, click here. Thanks, and have a good day.